Well, each week at this time, we like to venture over toward the Mid-Atlantic region and find out what's going on there as far as ag conditions. And for that, we turn to Ben Hushon of the Mill. He's based in Whitehall, Maryland, and he joins us here this morning for our regular weekly update. And Tim Ross and I were just talking about the conditions there. I know you have had some bouts of moisture, but hopefully everybody has had a chance to get in the field and at least get the prep work done, if not some of the planting early this year. It looks like things may be clearing up a little bit, at least for the time being. What's going on?
Good morning, Marlin. Well, since we talked this same time last week, we've had maybe one day that was fit for field work, and we're not complaining. We needed rain. We had anywhere from 1 to 2.5 inches of rain kind of scattered over multiple days. It stayed moist and wet, and it just started to change yesterday afternoon. The sun broke out. We're kind of in a beautiful stretch of sunshine now, and a little wet still this morning. I know some of the fertilizer equipment and spray equipment was headed to the field. Planting, I think, will begin this afternoon in some places, and resume, not begin, but resume this afternoon.
So you have sent in some pictures, I understand, of some of the early crop emergents. Is that right?
Yes. For the viewers, that's a little bit of corn planted April 8th in Harford County. And it's a little bit, it's got a little more color than what we would have had this same time last year. Last April, we had a really cool April. This year, I checked this morning, and you're supposed to take morning and afternoon and average. So this morning, it was 57 degree soil temperature. So we're in good shape. I think now that we're seeing some sunshine this week, even though we're kind of stuck in a 60-40 pattern, 60 in the days and 40s at night, we're going to start to see a few more things emerge and really start to get some color to the corn. Right now, that corn looks great. Most of the rest of what I looked at was shorter and pale, like just beginning to see the light of day. And thanks to Tim Ross sending us some sunshine the rest of the week, hopefully it'll all look better in a week.
Well, one thing about it, in your location, and I remember that from living in the Mid-Atlantic region myself for about 10 years, that ocean, the proximity of the ocean to where you are acts like a bit of a shock absorber, if you will, and it kind of absorbs the heat in the water, so it does make it hard for a late frost to impact that area. Hopefully that'll be the case and it'll protect it a little bit. But thanks for the update, Ben. Nice to see that corn up and growing, and we wish everybody the best there. Appreciate the update. Ben Hushon of the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland, with us here this morning. Let's take a look at our current prices. Let's go to the board and see if we're maintaining that rally that we had at the get-go. Well, so far, it looks like we are. In July corn, we're now 16 3/4 higher at 728.5 per bushel, and December 6 1/4 higher at 615.5. Now remember, we sold off hard in these grain markets yesterday, but we have that big report coming up tomorrow. Soybeans, they're not afraid of that report. Look at July, 31 3/4 higher now at 1619.25, and November now up 17.5, now 17 3/4 higher at 1432 per bushel after a low of 1397 in the overnight trade. Wow, what a turnaround. How about in the wheat? In Chicago, we have that July contract now trading at 747. That would be up 16.5 cents. Kansas City, July is now trading at 717.25. That is up 13 3/4 cents. And Minneapolis wheat, here we'll go to the July. It's up 18 3/4 now at 772 per bushel. Guess what? That's on the high of the day and 27 cents off of its earlier low. Wow. Well, we'll be back, and I'll get you updated on our livestock trade here on a Tuesday when we come back.